Zack the Films has gone too far, because why did I see a man die by swallowing a mouse to another guy dying because he swallowed a pool ball? What are we doing here?
He grabbed at the mouse, but it ran up his sleeve and out through the neck of his shirt. As he yelled and tried to catch it, it darted into his mouth. And in shock, he swallowed it.
Dude.
The mouse panicked and began tearing and biting the inside of his throat, causing him extreme pain.
Throw it up, throw it up.
The man died, his throat and chest torn up by the mouse's movements.
Yo, swallowing a mouse? Yeah, this is why Zack the Films has gone too far, y'all. If you think this is bad, it's only gonna get worse throughout the video. Minecraft!
If you drop a spider into
I hate
a
spiders.
glass, the sides could be too smooth for it to climb out.
Are you serious?
So it could stick a strand of silk to one wall and attach the other end to the opposite side. Then it adds another strand above it and another, slowly building a web higher and higher up the glass and using it to climb out. But spiders only have so much silk to use, and each new line drains energy, meaning if the glass is too tall, the spider could run out of silk before reaching the rim and die before it finishes the web and escapes.
Yo, we're just watching so many deaths, bro. Poor spider, bro. Like, he really passed away because he couldn't make out of the beer cup.
As you step down, a spring attached to the step gets stretched, letting it sink down slowly.
What is this?
And once you step off, the spring gets latched into place. This makes each step feel softer while storing the energy of your movement in the spring. When you walk up, a sensor in the floor detects the pressure from your foot. And as you shift your weight forward to the next step, the latch unlocks, which pulls the previous step up with the spring.
Hold up now.
You need less energy to climb the stairs.
For a second, I thought we're gonna use the energy with each step to like store it. No, this is like easy steps, bro. Just go up the stairs.
The policeman found tiny bags of drugs.
Hey,
so the girl was ordered to go to rehab and forced to take frequent drug tests. But after she missed one, police went to her apartment and found more drugs hidden under the couch cushions. So they ordered her to go to prison or work for them. She agreed, and the officers wired her purse with a hidden recorder. They sent her with a case full of cash to meet two dangerous men to buy guns and drugs. With no protection or training, when she arrived, the suspects suddenly changed the location, meaning the police lost sight of her. Before they could find her again, the criminals discovered the wire in her purse.
Don't tell me she's dead.
She was kidnapped, driven miles away, and was killed with one of the guns she was supposed to buy. Her parents were devastated, fighting for new rules to protect informants. And when it passed, they named it Rachel's Law, so no one forgets what it cost her.
No, bro, Why? So many sad stories today in this video, please. Is it really Rachel's Law? No, it's really Rachel Hartman. Bro, it's not funny, Zack, yo. Like, it's not funny. He's messing with my feelings.
It locked its talons into the back of the goat.
I mean, honestly, that's just Mother Nature. I can't even be like mad at that.
He shoved the pool ball in his mouth and claimed he could close his teeth around it.
That's making me gag. Sorry.
But the moment the ball slipped past his tongue, he began to choke. His friends panicked and slapped his back, trying to knock it out.
You have to do this.
It was stuck behind his teeth and wouldn't budge. They tried to pull it out, but his saliva made it too slippery. Finally, they turned him upside down, hoping they could shake it out, but nothing worked. And within minutes, the man was dead.
The more you frick around, the more you're gonna find out, y'all. Why were we putting a pool ball in the first place? What's that even prove? Who cares?
They built a giant bronze jar with 8 metal dragons
wrapped
around the top, each holding a ball in its mouth. Below them sat 8 toads with their mouths open. And when the ground shook far away, the jar moved with the earth, causing the dragon closest to the movement to snap open, and the metal ball dropped into a toad showing the direction of the earthquake.
That's pretty cool. Prove ancient people were incredibly smart. Yeah, bro, they're pretty smart. I wouldn't want to live in the past, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'm glad we have our phones and like brain rot and Roblox.
They unlocked the ATM, opened it, then closed it again without taking any money. But hours later, they came back. One man stood in front holding up his phone, and the ATM suddenly started dumping cash. You see, they had secretly installed software that let them take control.
Snap.
So, when the phone sent the signal, the ATM thought it was being told to pay out. The machine spit out bills until about $175,000 was gone. And even though the whole thing was caught on camera, the thieves were never identified.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. This is some smart thieves, y'all. Normally, people would just like break and they'd be like, hey, give me your money with a gun. Nah, they got software. Bro, these guys are really evolving, y'all. Hey, you cops gotta involved too.
Puppy was dumped in front of the vet, covered in maggots.
No.
And after she was cleaned up, the vet discovered that her front legs were missing. Now, she could hop around on her back legs, but doing that put pressure on her spine and joints, which could hurt her over time. So when a 12-year-old boy learned of this, he used his Lego pieces to make a base. Then he added wheels and foam cushions on top to make a working wheelchair. At first, she was too scared to try it, but when he offered treats, she slowly learned to trust it. The boy kept making her bigger and bigger versions, and after months of practicing, she could finally—
Hey, yo, I love this. Yes, so joyful. Look at that cute dog, bro. And then the boy celebrates after she cleaned up. The vet discovered her two front legs were missing. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. A big salute for that boy, honestly, bro. Hey, yo, shout out to that guy, whoever his name is, bro. Mad respect.
As the tentacle reaches through, it starts to pull its entire body through the hole. Inside, its organs shift and slide to fit the opening. That's because they're made of soft tissues that can squeeze and stretch without being damaged. And aside from the beak, there are no bones holding it back. So, as long as the beak fits, the rest of it will change shape to fit too. In other words, if a coin can make it, so could an octopus.
Yo, that's kind of OP, bro. Like, that's pretty, bro. Imagine us. Ooh, I don't want to imagine us humans doing that, but like the ability to just like squeeze through things, bro. You could save cave divers.
He tried to brake, but the accelerator was locked in place,
For what?
forcing the car to blast down the highway faster and faster. He even yanked out the car key, but nothing was working, and he was getting closer and closer to a busy intersection with nowhere to escape.
No.
At this speed, he knew that if he hit someone else, both of them would die. So he grabbed the wheel and yanked it towards the side, shooting his car across the road, over a curb, and into a tree. Finally, it rolled to a stop on its side, completely wrecked, but without hurting anyone else. He was taken to the hospital where he miraculously survived.
Wow, bro, really? He really thought of the plan. Hey, I'm in danger. I can endanger someone. You know what? I don't want that to happen. Let me take one for the team. Yo, we got some superheroes today.
They dug the tunnel toward the prison, aiming right for the cells where the Taliban members were kept. And the entrance to this tunnel was hidden inside a compound across the street, which looked like a construction company from the outside.
Wow.
But inside, they used the building materials to reinforce the tunnel's walls. They installed lights and fans as they went, and when they reached the prison, they broke through the concrete floor. The Taliban members were directed into the tunnel in small groups to make sure there was enough air. And when they finally reached the end, they were taken away in private cars. Over 4.5 hours, they freed almost 500 prisoners, and most of them were never seen again.
What a heist. Was getting almost 500 prisoners out in 4 hours for anyone notices either pure genius or pure corruption. That too, now realizing, like, yo, guards! Do you not see them going away?
They would grab the rat and chop off its on and canceled the program.
1 cent. Bro, even a kindergartner is richer than that, bro.
The numbers flashed. He realized he had just won $31 million. Overjoyed, he bought a mansion for himself and houses for his family. He handed out cash to friends, donated to his church,
What, bro?
and even gave money to strangers.
Yo,
but
that's a
soon,
lot.
The excitement faded. And this happened because no matter how much your life improves, your brain eventually adjusts, bringing you back to your normal baseline level of happiness. Meaning that no matter what, you'll eventually lose the feeling. The man became depressed and got angry when people asked him for things. He became so upset that his wife left him and took the kids. Alone and overwhelmed, he locked himself in his room. The jackpot that initially changed his life ultimately led him to end it.
No, y'all. No way he took his life, bro. He achieved the life that only the 0.001% could achieve. I mean, it really goes to show that, like, money doesn't buy happiness. But I'll still take the money rather than be poor.
If you scoop up a jar full of muddy water and shake it, it'll turn cloudy right away. But if you set it down and leave it alone, the dirt will slowly sink. And as the minutes pass, the water will become clear again. Now, when we're overwhelmed, forcing ourselves to fix it only stirs things up. Adding more thoughts and ruminating makes the water darker. But if you pause, breathe, and give yourself some space, your thoughts will eventually settle, your heartbeat will slow, and your mind will become clear again.
Philosophical Zack films? I'm here for it.
He slapped the old woman as they stole the family cows, while her granddaughter watched the whole thing angrily, vowing to fight against them. She learned how to use grenades and helped blow up factories and supply stations, killing German troops.
Let's go!
At 16, she went undercover and got a job in a German army kitchen, secretly slipping poison into their food. And when they suspected her, she even ate the same meal to prove that she was innocent. Now, she fooled the soldiers long enough to believe her, but the poison was strong and made her violently sick, and she barely survived. But German soldiers eventually caught her, and while they were questioning her, she grabbed an officer's pistol, shooting him and 2 more soldiers before the gun jammed. She was tortured, then executed at just 17, but her bravery made her a national hero.
Holy bro, at 16, I was playing Fortnite and picking my boogers. But her, she went in, poisoning, working those long shifts, and really killing these guys.
Doctors used to believe that babies couldn't feel pain. So when they needed surgery, they wouldn't put them under.
Under what?
Instead, they would use drugs that only stopped them from moving, meaning they could feel every single thing during the surgery. They couldn't move, they couldn't cry, they just lay there, helpless. Finally, a baby died after getting heart surgery, and his story spread all over the news, forcing hospitals to change the way they treated babies, so they never had to suffer like this again.
I'm done. Zack Films has gone too far. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here, bro. What the frick was this?